I stop dead in the doorway of my mother's office, my fingers frozen around the brass doorknob. Afternoon light spills through the plantation shutters, carving prison bar shadows across her mahogany desk. In her manicured hands rests a cream envelope. My envelope, my invitation. She doesn't startle, doesn't apologize. Instead, with that effortless elegance she's perfected all her life, she slides the envelope beneath a leather folio. "I didn't hear you come in," she says. I step inside, breathing in the familiar mix of lemon furniture, polish, and Chanel. "Is that my invitation to the reunion?" Her fingers tap once against the desk, her tell. "The organizers must have made a mistake. You know the lightning round is for significant business developments only. And you decided to intercept my mail to correct their error." My voice stays level, though my heart is battering my ribs. She sighs, corners of her mouth tightening. "Darling, this is a table for millionaires. You don't belong." The words hang sharp and final between us. Variations of that sentence have followed me my whole life, but hearing it so plainly still lands like a fresh wound. Victoria appears behind me in the doorway, immaculate as always in a tailored pantsuit, chestnut hair sleek and perfect. "Mom, the car is—" She stops when she sees me. "Oh, mercy, I didn't know you were coming by." Apparently no one did. Her gaze flickers to the envelope hidden under the folio, then back to me. Understanding dawns, followed quickly by defensiveness. "Stay in your lane, Mercy. Don't embarrass us." I stand still, 33 years of similar moments pressing down on me, the side tables at family dinners, the patronizing introductions, Mercy's little science project. The Christmas father patted my head after I announced my medical research fellowship instead of joining Allen Enterprises. "I see," I say finally, surprised by the calm in my voice. I turn and leave, my sensible heels clicking against marble floors that have witnessed 3 generations of Allen's success. Behind me, Victoria whispers, "She'll get over it. She always does." Back in my modest apartment, I drop my keys into the ceramic dish by the door and kick off my shoes. Research papers litter the coffee table, sticky notes marking critical data points. My life couldn't look more different from the chandelier-lit mansion I just left. The Allens built their fortune in telecommunications, then diversified into real estate and venture capital. Dinner conversations revolved around market shares and acquisitions. My siblings thrived there. I withered. I remember building PowerPoint decks for my brother's MBA projects and my sister's investment pitches. No one ever asked about my biochemistry degree or the cardiac support device I was designing. When I turned down a job at Allen Enterprises for medical research, Father's disappointment was palpable. "You're throwing away your birthright," he'd said, as if the name alone guaranteed success. My phone buzzes. A text from James, my business partner at Med Allen Labs. It's happening. Press release drops during the reunion. 2 $1.05 licensing deals plus royalties. You ready? Vindication surges warm through my chest. 3 years of 14-hour days, grant rejections, and prototype failures have led here, to a device that will save thousands of lives, created despite my family dismissing it as inconsequential. I cross to the closet and slide the door open, searching my limited professional wardrobe. I've never been to the lightning round, the 5-minute pitches where family members flaunt their achievements. Mother always said my work wasn't substantial enough, but beneath my desk calendar lies the invitation she tried to hide. I'd requested it directly from the organizers, knowing she'd intercept the mailed copy. I choose a burgundy blazer, hearing Aunt Mari's voice from years ago. Never let them take your voice away. Then I dial the reunion coordinator. "Hello, this is Mercy Allen. I'm confirming my place in the lightning round." Some traditions never change. This time I will. A week later, I stand frozen outside the Westbrook Hotel ballroom, watching my family through the glass like specimens in an aquarium. Victoria tosses her head back in practiced laughter at something our cousin Richard says. Father claps a silver-haired investor on the shoulder. Mother glides between clusters, champagne barely rippling. My chest tightens, bound by invisible wires. 1 year since the last family function. 365 days of blessed freedom from their dismissive glances. Just breathe. I smooth my lapels, the burgundy fabric warm under my damp palms. Inside my leather portfolio lies the press release scheduled to drop in exactly 90 minutes. Timing is everything. I square my shoulders and pull open the door. "Miss Allen, we weren't sure you were coming," the attendant stammers. "I was invited," I reply, sharper than intended. At the registration table, she rifles through name badges. "I'm sorry, I don't see a badge for Mercy Allen." She checks the agenda. In the 7:15 slot where my name should be, Gregory Phillips, Victoria's husband. "There must be some mistake," I say, though we both know there is. Nearby, Father's voice carries, "Mercy's work is academic, nothing substantial." The words slice through me, clinical as a scalpel. Victoria catches my eye. Guilt flickers, then hardens. She turns away. The attendant returns, flushed. "Your speaking slot has been restored, 7:20 p.m. I clip the badge to my blazer, a small, hollow victory. "Mercy," Aunt Mari appears, arms outstretched, smelling of Shalimar and solidarity. "I knew you'd come." "They didn't," I murmur. "Exactly why you must," she says, eyes sparkling. "Never let them write your story." At dinner, I take my seat at the main table. Mother's only sign of irritation is a flicked eyebrow. Father pretends not to notice. Aunt Mari squeezes my hand. "Remember what I told you when you were 10, she whispers. "The best revenge is excellence," I finish, smiling for the first time tonight. Conversations buzz about acquisitions. I sip water, waiting. The leather portfolio at my feet holds the story that will change everything. Uncle William raises his glass in a silent toast. To the true future of the Allen family. 5 minutes until I take the stage. 5 minutes until the embargo lifts. My stomach knots, but my voice emerges steady when Father introduces me. "Our youngest, Mercy, has some lab updates." A few polite chuckles ripple. I step to the microphone. Silence falls, not respectful but skeptical. Someone coughs. "Thank you for the introduction, Father." My voice cuts the air. For 3 years, Med Allen Labs has been developing a cardiac support device that addresses ventricular insufficiency without invasive surgery. Slides appear behind me, clear medical illustrations, not flashy projections. Current treatments require open-heart procedures with long recovery times. Our device can be inserted through a catheter, reducing hospital stays from weeks to days. Heads lift, phones lower. A cousin leans forward. "We've completed animal trials with a 94% success rate. FDA approval for initial human trials is secured. Patent awarded last month. Clinical trials begin next quarter at Mayo and Johns Hopkins." The clock strikes 7:30. Phones buzz. Cousin Edward reads aloud. "Med Allen Labs signs $1.05 M licensing deal with Cardio Tech International, plus royalties." Heads swivel. Mother's face drains. Father fumbles with his glasses. I continue smoothly. "This agreement ensures nationwide distribution, reaching hospitals in rural communities, not just urban centers." The room shifts, conversations hush. The photographer swings his camera toward me. My phone vibrates. "James, no doubt watching from the lab. You've earned this. Stand tall." Aunt Mari dabs at her eye. Uncle William starts a slow clap that grows steadier, louder. Med Allen Labs remains committed to advancing cardiac care through innovation rather than tradition, I conclude. Applause follows me back to my seat, not thunderous, but thoughtful and real. Mother sits rigid, champagne untouched. Father's mask of control cracks, realization dawning. Investors circle, hospital administrators approach. "Do you have a card?" asks Elaine Donovan, the VC queenpin. I hand her mine, white, simple, bearing the logo I designed myself. "You must be Mercy's sister," she says to Victoria. "How wonderful to have such innovation in the family." Victoria's smile freezes. Across the room, Uncle Walter raises his glass. "To Mercy Allen, the future of the Allen legacy." For the first time in 33 years, I am not an afterthought. I am exactly where I belong. 2 days later, my parents summon me to the conference room. Father clicks through slides of Allen Family Healthcare Initiative. Mother coos about keeping success in the family. Victoria pushes a pre-drafted press release, sliding Med Allen under the Allen brand. I unzip my bag, lay out emails rejecting my funding requests, bank statements showing my second mortgage, incorporation papers proving Med Allen's independence. Their faces tighten. No, I say simply. You're offering control over what I built without you. Mother twists her pearls. We're your family, we deserve. You deserve nothing, I say evenly. You had your chance. I leave them stunned at the table, years of dismissal finally confronted. Outside, the door closes softly, a sound more final than any slam. A year later, sunlight floods Med Allen Labs' expanded research floor. Engineers cluster around prototypes, their excitement untempered by politics. Dr. Allen, the new pressure sensors arrived, calls Morgan, a brilliant hire from a community college. Perfect timing, I say, still unused to hearing my name spoken with genuine respect. In my office, framed patents hang beside photos of patients helped by our device. No family portraits crowd the walls. Their absence feels like freedom. James appears with coffee. Peterson Hospital wants to expand our contract. Your presentation sealed the deal. Our presentation, I correct. This has always been a team effort, a deliberate contrast to Allen philosophy. My phone rings, Mother's ringtone. A year ago, I'd have ignored it. Today, I answer. I wanted to congratulate you before your celebration, she says, her voice softer than I've ever heard it. Thank you, I reply simply, accepting but not surrendering. I turn to the window. Below are scholarship recipients, young scientists from unsupportive backgrounds, begin their internships. The sun casts my silhouette across the glass, stretching my shadow over past exclusions and present triumphs. My fingers rest on the prototype of our next innovation. My name is Mercy Allen, I whisper to my reflection, and I belong exactly where I've built my place.